Hello, my chosen viewers. Welcome to my channel. This is your chosen or your chosen, whichever you prefer, right? So I know, guys, I am overdue with this topic, but let's get into it anyway. So we're going to discuss for a couple of minutes Lashay Hinton. So right here on your screen, it says, ban Lashay Hinton from TikTok. Abusive content creators should not profit. So there are 681 signatures, and the next goal is to get to 1,000. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work, being that she changes her name as different aliases. But not only has she done that with TikTok, but she has done it on IG as well. Her page is actually private. She's only allowing certain people to follow on that page because she's trying to limit the trolling. Now, if you are unfamiliar with who she is, well, Lashay started her career by doing this little wine snake dance movement type of thing in the Apple Store with the iPhones or iPad devices. And it got posted all over on social media, and that's how she, got her fame. She was infamous for that. Not only that, but because of that situation, she also named herself the real Apple Store Queen. Okay, so let's talk about the rise and downfall of this beautiful young lady, right? So Lashay has had a lot of people take her under her wing, such as Kendra. She also had a guy who was in the Pretty Ricky group, Spectacular. He also was going to give her a scholarship to become a internet influencer, social media influencer. Get some educational classes on that and how to start off her career. But of course, that was snatched away because of her mouth, right? So she goes on IG, instead of being professional and asking Spectacular, listen, the scholarship didn't go through. I'm really interested in this position. I'm really interested in starting my life. What's the hold up? What's going on? Is everything okay? But no. You know what Shay does? She takes it to social media and she talks about it on the live. So as we all know, when you do that and you discredit someone and you're very mouthy and you talk bad about the person that's trying to help you, that got taken away from her very easy, as such other things. So sometimes we have to say to ourselves, well, if maybe she's just not that easy to work with. I'm going to say that because sometimes situations are like that. Maybe she's just hard to get along with. She might be better off, working by herself. Who knows? Furthermore, she has also had some SA allegations with her niece. And I say allegations because some people may not know who she is, and these are all public information you can actually watch on YouTube yourself. But you can clearly hear her niece in the background telling her son, hey, stop touching my behind. Now, instead of this woman getting up from her seat and intervening in that situation, she's just sitting down like a bump on a log, completely not doing anything about the situation. The only thing she does is yell out to her son Mason to stop, and that's about all. Unbelievable, unacceptable behavior on her part as a parent. And I'm not sure what goes on in her head, but whatever generational curses that she has had to deal with, I think she needs to break them. Also, it can be beneficial for her if she got some therapy as well. So she has had some TikTok a great good TikTok following where people were actually supporting her, sending her cash apps, sending her money. But that all stopped because of the essay allegations, because of the alcoholism, all those things. So people don't want to give her money, and it's going to unnecessary things. And I don't blame them, not one bit. I want to know where the money's going to. And to be honest with you, I would love to see her spend the money that was given to her from these platforms and actually spend it on making home improvements. Hey, do a paint job. She can honestly use it. Spend money on shades or blinds. You know, what's $8.99? What's $10 for some shades and blinds? Sometimes you have to do it yourself. And I think that in her mind, doing the makeup, changing the hair, the wigs, it's all just a ploy, because she's trying to maybe catfish into getting someone she thinks is going to save her from this, this disarray of home that she's in, this dysfunctional home that she has put herself in. I think she's expecting a guy to save her from all of those things. Let me tell you something, honey. If you are in a really bad situation, you have maggots in your home, you have trash that is clearly in your face that you refuse to pick up, and you, not only that, but you have kids around you and you're not even capable of cleaning after yourself and those kids, then you can't expect a man to come and rescue from that. What bum, and I have to be honest and clear, what bum sees you in that living conditioning and says, hey, I want to be with you, you're a bum too, and we're gonna be bums together and we're gonna make it work? I mean, where in her mind does that register, that makes sense for her? That's cool. Like, no can do. It's not gonna happen. Get out of Lala Loopsy land right away. Second of all, I wouldn't support her either if the money is going to clothes that are not form-fitting for your body shape. You're not the size you used to be, and that's okay. But the clothing that you prefer to wear, I mean, any normal person, if there is an outfit that is too small, even if it's an outfit that is too big, they're going to take it back to the store and get a size that is going to fit them, that is form-fitting for their shape. This is not appealing. This is not sexy. This is not cute. This is nasty. And you make big girls look so unattractive. Because where is your modesty? Your stomach is hanging out from these clothes. In order for her to think and wear these things and pay this money for these clothes and be like, you know what, I look good, you have to be drunk. You have to have liquid courage, because there is no way I can see her going on live. Not amount of self-love in the world is going to make you think that looks good in front of hundreds of people that are watching you. It's no way. You have no respect, not even for yourself, but for the viewer. There are younger kids that are watching this. She acts like a child who's in a stage of rebellion. Okay, she's getting nose piercings, and I can understand that if she was young, right? And she was pregnant at a young age, she couldn't relive her youth. But that's not the case here. She had to have her children in her early 20s. So there's no way, because her kids are still young. So there's no way, you have teenagers, you have younger kids that are watching you. Why not be an example for the viewer? Many things this girl could be doing with her life. I mean, you can pay $10, even $7 for people to watch you do makeup, a tutorial, have a class of tutorial so that people could watch you. Not only that though, Like, some people will say, well, I wouldn't pay to watch it if I can watch it for free on YouTube. Absolutely. This girl has a YouTube channel that she does not use for her advantage at all. She's on IG, she's on TikTok rarely, but she's on these platforms that's going live. You're not getting paid on IG. You're definitely not getting paid on TikTok. So explain to me, why not do this? Why not have a Patreon on YouTube? Why not get a bag on knowing how to do, tutorials on your makeup? If people would like to see that, how to do hair, how to do. It's just so crazy, but no one wants to spend money on a wasteful individual. I'm just gonna be real with you. They're just not. Nobody wants to see self-destructive content. You know what I mean? Some people like to see a train wreck and, here and there, but we're seeing like a mess. Okay, this is just a mess that's not being fixed, and doing makeup is not fixable. I mean, I would think, right, instead of putting the money that you get from your supporters onto coverage, you would actually buy something that's going to help the raccoon eyes. You would put it into something that is going to help moisturize your face and help the black markings and things like that. But you're putting it on coverage. You're putting it into getting your nails done, nails that do not have any color to it. You're not putting it where it needs to go. So it's like it's useless. It's just useless content that we're all watching on live. We're watching this train wreck, and it's just crazy. So anyway, moving on, right? So hold on, let me get my thoughts together before I speak. CPS, ACS, DHS, however it's said around where you guys live, CPS has taken both her kids away. She has two handsome boys. One name is Elijah, the other name is Mason. And she never bothers to try to get them, nor does she mentions them, and she hates when people mention her children. Even if, this lady can talk about other people's kids. Now we know she has talked about and told other people they need to worry about their kids, but she doesn't want anybody talking about hers. But the fact is, why are we normalizing CPS having to chaperone mothers? When did that become a thing? Also, I noticed that all these social media mommies, they all gotta be reading from the same, little cheap pamphlet textbooks that they used to give out back in the day. They gotta be reading from the same. It's gotta be a cheat code somewhere they looking at in their they're copying off of each other, because they all have CPS cases on them. Why would you want the state, right, to have to chaperone you as a parent? You don't feel that you can do it on your own? Then why continue to further have more children than you why bite off more than you could chew? It makes zero sense to me. Anyway, when people have tried to give her clear sound advice and constructive criticism, she doesn't want to take it. All she wants is cash apps and money, and nobody to talk about her not trying to get her her responsibilities in order, right? So I noticed in a video that she has where she was in an Uber and she was saying, "Oh, I just came from a man's house, da 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 da," and she was like, "Oh, I'll get on live when I go back home." What? You're not trying to get your house, which is a disarray and out of order, in check before you sit up there and go see a dude about a dog? That's more important than getting your life together? I don't understand this new generation of mothers at all. And we're going to select the few, because I'm sure there's mothers out there that don't act nothing like these little dumbos. Okay, and we done known some social media unfit mothers, okay? She is just one to name a few. So, I mean, I would love to see something better than what I would like to see more content come from her other than what I've been seeing. It's just so crazy because she has had jobs where she was working at Burger King. She let everybody know her location. And these people contact her job. And that's how she got fired. Now, maybe this was a setup so that she can get fired so she can collect unemployment. Who freaking knows? But that's crazy. Because we all know if you have people that dislike you, why give out your location? Why keep some things in your life private? It makes no sense. Her children, they say that her children have missed 90 days of school. And I believe it. Because we don't see her preparing them for bed. Nothing. We don't see that. We don't know. And if we do, it's very late. Those children have no schedule. We haven't seen her preparing for them to go to bed, and then her doing her KRL, which is abbreviated for Club Living Room. We don't see that happening in the background. We don't. We have heard her bathing her children, but again, it has to be really late. And we see you drinking alcohol. So how are you able to get up and take your children to school in that situation? I mean, like, help me understand that. Is that more important than your kids? Because it's given that that's more important than your children. And I was so wanting to like her, and I give people the benefit of the doubt. But it's just like you make it so hard because it's so much dysfunction with you that you make people kind of like hate you because of the content that you give. Like I said in the beginning, I would love to see her make home improvements. It doesn't cost much to go to the thrift shop and get good used furniture. It doesn't cost a lot to go and get a can of paint and paint your house. It doesn't cost much. It doesn't cost you to do certain renovations so that your home could be a better place for you to live in, because you can tell in certain videos that she doesn't like where she's living. She has her background with gift wrapping paper over covering the walls because she hates the way that her home is looking. And things get old, furniture chips, things wear and tear. We are fully aware of that, but those things can be replaced. Her couch needs a good steamer too. Let's talk about that as well. But she doesn't buy the necessities that she needs to get her home in order. And for real, I can't even expect that of her to think of it as an adult to do these things, because her mind state might even be of a child's. Who knows? When someone's an alcoholic and they're on substance, we can expect them to do better than what they're given. This is it. And this is why nobody wants to support that, because it's trash. So, like I said, we would love to see her. I mean, I think more people would support mommies like that they knew that the money was going to a good cause. It was going to actually feeding your kids. It was going to not the fast food restaurants and stuff like that. It's going to the children. Okay, it's going to taking trips to museums and allowing your kids to be educated in a different way. With some of these YouTube mommies, we're not getting that. It's not giving that. It's giving that I'm using the money for self. It's me. Like, come on now. Like I said, if it's so hard, then at what point, at what head of a child that you decide to say, I'm not getting help here, I'm going to just have another kid, and then what's going to happen? I'm still not going to get the type of help. I mean, okay, well, the third time's the charm. I mean, when was it enough is enough? we don't see her going out, and you can even get an internship to try to learn cosmetology. We don't see her going into a salon. Hey, can I sweep up for money, for cash? I have kids that I need to take care of, and this will really help me. We don't see her making the initiative to try to better the quality of her life. We're not getting that. And I think if we got these things and we saw that these people really truly need help, it would be more people maybe willing to support. But all we see her is trying to be like Nicki Minaj or Carly Red, or keeping up with the Kardashians and all these different things. We don't see any progress. You're doing makeup, but your house is is so dysfunctional. So how does that match? I mean, you look good, but your house doesn't. They say in the Bible, your home must be clean, and they don't only mean the inside of you, but also your real home. And that's a reflection of yourself. So the dudes that you get that's following you, they know what you give them. That's why they can father you, leave you, and go to the next, because they know that it's not giving that you're responsible or you're a good person. It's just giving that you're just wet booty, and that's it. That's all you give. That's all you're given. And they can move on and cheat and do whatever and leave you with this baggage, because they know that you didn't give anything else other than wet tail, and that's it. You're not giving that you're that girl that's worried about her career or that functional. You worried about Peter and Paul and Ding Zong and Harry. That's it. I don't know no man in a right mind, I'm sorry, that will sit up here and unless he's, like I said before, unless he's a bum, to sit up here and entertain a chick like you and take her seriously. No way. You are a beautiful young lady. You have got to do better. You'll be 30 years old on the 29th of March or 27th of March or something like that. You have to do better. There is no way that after year, it's the same script. We don't get nothing else from you. You don't give anything else. Nobody wants to put money to a wig that you're, like I said, you're going to wear for like 2-3 days and toss. I think for real, honestly and truly, because she has a story and a situation, she could even talk about this on her YouTube channel about her children got taken away. Instead, she goes and says, well, y'all can believe the child's father if y'all want to. Well, you're not talking about what's going on in the situation. So what are they to believe? Who are they to believe when you refuse to speak on it? Other than IG or TikTok, she has YouTube, which is a big platform that might be able to relate to her, but she doesn't do that. You can also, I'm pretty sure it would be quicker for her to get monetized, being that a lot of people would watch her. So I don't understand. It's stupid to me. Year after year, you give the same thing. It's the same thing. And I feel, like I said, I'm sure there's somebody or a couple of people that sent her money feeling bad, thinking that it's going to go to the kids, thinking that it's going to go to her to feed the kids, thinking that they're doing something, but they're not. You're hurting more than you're helping, to be honest, because she has a problem mentally, and she abuses alcohol. She abuses substance. So it's not, she's a substance abuser. So it's not going to help none. And I feel bad because some of these people probably don't even smoke. They don't even drink. They don't even party hardy like her. They don't even probably have enough money to go and do their makeup or their hair like how she does every other day. Yet they're giving it to her because they feel bad for her situation. Make it make sense. Get a job. Work a 9 to 5 like most people do. Because this situation is not getting you anywhere. You're not looking for work, but where are you looking for payment at? Are you like selling yourself? What's going on here? Because as you said before, you don't play that with men, but yeah, you're playing that with men. And God forbid this girl get pregnant again, then what? We have another kid we'll have another child that will be placed in a home that is just so dysfunctional and disgusting. Let's come down from Lala Loopsy land for a minute. Let's get back to reality, because it's no way. Sometimes you have to be the man and the woman. You got to be the mother and the father. Not by willing, not by choice any means necessary, but sometimes that's just how you have to do things. You got to be a super mom. I don't know why God give these women children, and there's nothing super mommy about them. There's nothing that gives off that you are a good mom. I'm sorry, it's just not. Because a good mom will fight for their children. They will fight to get them. They will fight to have them in their care. They will fight to make it where their living arrangements is good. They will have schedules for their children. They will have schedules for themselves. Every day is KRL. Every Thursday and Friday is KRL. That's a school night, baby. How about Friday? How about Saturday night, Sunday night? It makes no sense. But for these people, it's right. Anyway, guys, I thank you guys for subscribing and taking the time out of your life to watch and hear my commentary. Drop your comments down below. Touch your post notifications on. Again, only if you want to. Take care, my beautiful chosen ones, and be safe. Later.